Good morning, children. This is Bhagyalakshmi Madam from Social Department. Welcome to our geography class. Today, in our geography class, we are going to learn a new chapter. But before we start this chapter, let me show you a picture. Okay? What do you see in this picture? Yes, you can see an onion and the piece of onion. What do you observe in this picture? Means the layers inside the onions. Yes, with this you can understand what I am going to teach you. Yes, you are right, children. The chapter name is none other than Inside Our Earth, because the onion resembles the shape of the earth and the layers of the onion which is inside resembles the layers of the earth. So we are going to learn the inside our earth. It is our second chapter in our geography, children. Today we are going to learn our first chapter, and these are the objectives which we are going to learn at the end of this class. Those are interior of the earth's composition, and second one, you will be able to identify different layers of the earth also. Let's come to know about our earth. Our earth is a homeland, and it is a dynamic planet, children, because among all the planets in the solar system, earth is only having life. So what makes it possible, children? Yes, its unique features, because the earth is the only planet in the solar system which consists of water in three states, that is solid, liquid and gaseous, which makes the life possible on the earth. And the earth is constantly undergoing changes inside and outside. Let's see. Here you can see the inside part of the earth. So the inside part of the earth, the interior part of the earth resembles the interior part of the onion. So just like an onion, earth is made up of several concentric layers with one inside other. So there are many layers, one inside the other. Let's see, what are those layers? The uppermost or the topmost layer of the earth is called crust. I repeat, the topmost layer of the earth is called crust. Next to it, we'll have a mantle. We'll have a mantle. And the innermost part of the earth is core. In this core, again, you'll be having two divisions. One is inner core and outer core. The inner core is solid, whereas the outer core is liquid. So these three layers of the earth comprise the lithosphere. Let's see what is the crust. The uppermost layer of the earth's surface is called the crust. As already I told you, it is the thinnest layer of all the layers because its thickness is just 35 kilometers. Students, do you know the crust forms only just 0.5% of the volume of the earth. In 100%, just crust composes of 0.5%. The remaining 16% mantle and 83% core. So core occupies more percentage. The next comes to mantle and the least one is crust, just only 0.5%. Now let us see the continental crust and oceanic crust. What is continental crust and oceanic crust? Yes, you are right, children. The crust which is below the ocean is called oceanic crust. The crust which we see in the form of mountains, plains and plateaus is called continental crust. So this crust, the continental crust, is about 35 kilometers thickness because the land is very thick under the mountains, plateaus and plains when compared to the oceanic crust. So it is the thickness of this oceanic crust is just only 5 kilometers under the ocean floors. So you can see a lot of variation in the thickness of the crust under the oceans and on the continents. So now the oceanic crust mainly consists of silica and magnesium. The oceanic crust is composed or made up of two components, that is silica and magnesium. That's why, therefore, it is called sima. So in silica Si and magnesium Ma, together we can call them as sima. And the oceanic crust, it is composed of two more components, that those are silica and alumina. So in silica Si, alumina Al. So both of them together we can call Cl. Okay. I hope you have understand, children. Now comes to mantle. As I told you earlier that mantle is just below the crust. It is a layer just below the crust. So which is extending up to the depth of 2,900 kilometers. So its depth is about how much kilometers, children? 2,900 kilometers below the crust. Now let's see the core. Core is the innermost layer of the earth, children. So the radius of the core is about 3,500 kilometers and it is made up of components called nickel and iron. So nickel Ni and the iron chemical name is ferrous, that's why it's called ferrous. So Fe, Ni, Fe, together we can call knife. So the central core has very high temperature, that's why it is called solid, and having very high pressure also. As I told you earlier, the outer core is in liquid and the inner core is solid. Now let's see the interesting facts about our earth, children. The deepest mine in the world is in South Africa, which is about 4 kilometers deep. The mine is 4 kilometers deep inside the earth. If you want to search oil, it means if you want to find oil or extract oil from the earth, you need to make a hole of about 6 kilometers deep. That's why engineers, they keep a hole for about 6 kilometers deep to extract the mineral oil like petroleum. So to reach the center of the earth, you need to dig a hole of about 6,000 kilometers below the ocean floor. So it is highly impossible, children, that because the temperature in the center of the earth is very high, which you cannot tolerate. It's just 1 lakh Celsius, 1 lakh Celsius, more than 1 lakh Celsius. This 1 lakh Celsius is just the outermost temperature of the sun. The crust part of the sun having the temperature how much? 1 lakh. That's all for today, children. Thank you.